And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what the cream, when it rises to the top of an audition of 2000, sounds like. That was pretty damn good, actually. That was really, really good.
Thank you.
So when did you first do either the first recording or your first public concert together outside the audition? About 2 years ago, or how long has it been?
A little over a year ago.
Year ago.
Yeah, it was. Our first one was.
Well, we did
The
the
major one was Shane.
Yeah, our first big gig was supporting Shane Filan.
Okay.
In Cork in Ireland, and that was a big one for us. We were very nervous about that one.
I bet you were.
Yeah, it was a big crowd, and but it went well. Like Shane gave us advice beforehand. He said, nobody's there to put you down. They're there to support us.
enjoy.
Get the first song out of the way. And then recently we did our first big headline show in Dublin, in Vicar Street. It was sold out Vicar Street, and that was probably easily the best night of all our lives. It was just amazing to see that many people there just for us.
And how different do you sound now, a year on, than when you first started? I mean, what rough edges have you knocked off? What bits have you dropped, have you lost, and what bits have you improved?
Just the natural blend together. Like
Yeah.
I think that's what Louis heard when we first kind of got together as the Six, and we were put into a hotel for 4 days, and we were kind of shown the ropes of a few things. And I think we naturally had that sound that just happened to sit well. We've 6 completely different voices.
Yeah, I could tell that.
And it's just when it comes together, it just seems to work.
Who was
and
doing
it's just grown.
Who was doing the top harmonies there? Was that you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your name again?
Josh.
Josh. And were you doing falsetto there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you sing falsetto throughout that number?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then just melody like on my verse, but mostly falsetto.
And how do you break that down in a boy band? I mean, what happens? Does Louis listen to you all sing and say, well, obviously you've got the higher voice, you can take the higher register, you've got a nice... But who did the bass there? Who was doing the bottom?
Me and Dale.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
Does Louis decide that?
No,
we just kind of do it amongst ourselves. Like, I think when we first got together, we just all tried out different harmonies and just kind of seeing where we sat with each other, like against our own voices and stuff. So it just kind of went from there. So.
And I noticed you weren't doing any of that nonsense like sticking a finger in the ear, or you.
Brendan did it for a bit.
I didn't see that, did you? Well, then you weren't. You were singing completely au naturel, as it were, and neither are you wearing sort of little inserts in your ears. No. So you're very comfortable, aren't you?
We feel more. Sometimes it's weird. Like we feel more comfortable just working off each other rather than working off a sound system, kind of feeding back into your ears for you to bounce off. It's kind of the more natural ways how we kind of
well,
do
considering
it
how natural it was, very stripped back. I mean, just the voices and what you just on the one guitar, that was it. It was a very, very complex sort of layered sound. It was really good. It's very promising, isn't it, for the future? You must be feeling quite confident, I would have thought.
Well, we're just gonna do what we're doing.
And what about the impact on your lives? I mean, you mentioned being in a hotel room for four days, banging heads together and working stuff out. I mean, your lives must be completely different now from what they were before you went to the audition. I mean, how much time a week do you spend together?
We've been living together like the last 3 months in London, but like we've always been together, meeting up and stuff, even when we were back in Ireland, just getting together to rehearse or even just spending time together. So. But
you must go stir crazy altogether.
For the last 3 months, it's been intense. The fact that we've been with each other for the good 24/7. So but
how do you let off steam? Because you've got to be good boys. You've got to be clean and do the right thing.
We play PlayStation, right? We're lucky that we get on so well. So it is pretty easy,
But you go out together? Do you go clubbing together?
We do. We've even went on holiday together. Like we did. We had a string.
Where did you go?
We went to Tenerife. We had a string of shows. We had a string of shows last Christmas in Dublin, and afterwards then we said, we had a couple of weeks off and we were like, here, do you want to go on holiday? And Louis could not believe it. He was like, he's not seen that when a band gets time off that they want to spend more time together. So it kind of it proved to him that we do genuinely get on.
Well, I would give the listeners a description of you all, but then I'd end up sounding like Leah Sayer talking about that bloke on the beach at Worthing. So we're not going to go down there. But you are, as somebody said, and I have to say it was a female, you are very cute, all of you. You all look good. You've obviously got very trim figures. You look your age, but actually you sound a lot older. When you sing, you sound a lot older. You sound as if you've been going for quite a long time. Well, listen, I think you're charming, and I think you sound great, and I want to hear one more before you go. And did I tell you that your fans outside, that their name for themselves is the London Homies? Did you know that?
London Homies.
Yeah, you are the London Homies. Yeah, they are the London Homies. Okay, what's the next one?
This next one